Good morning, fellow yogis. My one regular student here has finished her breakfast and is now preparing to sit in for a little bit. But when she's had enough, she's gonna go outside, which is fine. You can do the same. Welcome, and let us start with our 3 prostrations. So remembering having that intent of giving thanks for the teachings that have come down over 2,500 years. Offering our body, speech, and mind. Asking to have the body, speech, and mind of a Buddha. My wife reminded me to close the door so you don't see the bathroom, but we're hopefully going to use the bathroom mirror as an example later today. And so let us continue with our opening prayers. Again, that's to set our intention, one of which is that we are reaching enlightenment, not just for ourselves, but for all our past mothers, all beings who have been that for us, we've been for them, but yeah, think of it as them being it for us, because we know how important our mothers have been for us. So we can still celebrate that this 1 week later. So let's do it in Tibetan. Sashi Puki Jukshin Metog Tram Viram Lingshi Yende Genpa Di Sangye Shindu Mikde Uwargi Drokun Namdak Shingla Dupar Shok Idam Guru Ratnam Madlakam Niratayami. And then the second one, taking refuge, remember, is what are you seeking protection in from this life of suffering, if you do believe that we are living in that. And this is where you're hoping the Buddha, the teachings, the Dharma, the Sangha, those who have already been enlightened and are probably helping you as people in your lives now. They're the ones hopefully we're seeking help from. So let's do that 3 times. Sangye Chudang Soki Choknam La Jangshu Pardu Dakni Kyapsu Chi Dakni Jinyin Gipe Sunam Ki Drola Penchir Sangye Drupar Shok Sangye Chudang Soki Choknam La Jangshu Pardu Dakni Kyapsu Chi Dakni Jinyin Gipe Sunam Ki Drola Penchir Sangye Drupar Shok Sangye Chudang Soki Choknam La Jangshu Pardu Dakni Kapsu Chi Dakni Jinyin Gipe Sunam Ki Drola Penchir Sangye Drupar Shok. Okay, so I am pretty excited to share today's class. I just kind of rewrote it just now because something that happened this week that I'll share with you I think is perfect for today's subject of today's class, which is what is karma. The definition of omniscience, which we had covered already, a little more details of it, and how the Buddha is really unerring. He is the authoritative figure, definitely in Buddhism, that we can rely on, that tells the truth. So yeah, this is got a little bit of content, but I'm going to start the class with a little meditation and include that story with it. So you can do as student Yuki here does, lie down. May lead you like it does for her to fall asleep, but hopefully it won't. So if you need a second to get your cushion, come into your, remember, comfortable sitting so that our student here has decided, I know it's not a bathroom break, but oh, are you going or not? There's one great thing about Buddhism I heard is that you never want to force these teachings onto somebody. Unlike maybe the Jehovah's Witnesses that do, come from a good place. They are wanting to prevent people they know, from being in hell. So they do believe that going out and spreading the word will help. The Buddhists believe that, if you try to push on these beliefs, some people might resist. I mean, it happens to all of us. We have pushy salespeople who make some of us kind of resist more of their message. And so the Buddhism believes that if we kind of try to push on things that we may accept and believe to others, it might actually delay their enlightenment because it might cause more restrictions, obstacles before they head back on the path. Mm-hmm. So, comfortable sitting. Remember, you want to make sure your ankles, knees, hips are not in discomfort. So extend one out, both. Hips are a little tight, sit on a block. Somewhere where you can have your pelvis face up so that your spine is nice and tall. Check you're not leaning to your left or right. Fingers, right finger inside of your left, tips of your thumbs touching, elbows to your side, shoulders relaxed, chin a little tucked in, so that if you look through the middle of your eyes, you look out towards imaginary horizon, resting the tip of your tongue where the roof of your mouth meets the top of your teeth. Just feeling the weight of your lower body. Feeling your upper body reaching up to the sky, like all the plants and flowers that are sprouting in this spring. Letting your eyes drop. Unless you feel very sleepy, then leaving them a crack open. just connecting with your breath. So if you can just follow your breath through your nostrils. Find your mind very busy right now this morning. Just counting 1 on the exhale. Getting to 10. And starting again at 1. After you finish. Enjoying 3 more breaths. And as you can say, you're doing a Buddhist meditation to help you collect a little more good karma from this. It's to go through the 7 steps. 1 is just to visualize a Buddha, a lot of other Buddhas, those who've seen enlightenment, Aryas, those who've reached nirvana, no longer have mental afflictions, arhats. And then just duplicating yourself, cloning yourself, so that there's more of you than this field of enlightened beings you see, surrounding all of them, and doing 3 prostrations, giving thanks for their teachings, for how they supposedly can manifest as people in your life. Things you read, things you hear or see, because they say supposedly everything can be a teaching. And after you do these 3 prostrations, to just make some offerings. Whatever you've offered, to offer water, the purest, cleanest, for them to drink, water to wash their feet, see yourself doing that for them. Beautiful flowers, your favorite, all types. Forms of light. Maybe your favorite lamp, candle. Maybe just the sun. Your favorite scents, a form of perfume, incense. Smell it now. Your favorite foods, or what you think they might be some of their favorite foods. offering of music. What would you like to offer them to enjoy, listen to, watch? And then after making these offerings, just to confess if there's anything you've done prior to this class, yesterday, day before, or earlier in the week, that you may not be so proud of, might have hurt someone, something that you wouldn't want done to yourself, even a thought. To rejoice in something you've done that you definitely would love to repeat, have it done to you. And to ask Buddha and other Buddhas, other members of the Sangha, to continue to teach, to not stay in their Buddha paradise, and to continue to manifest as people or things, that will help you continue on your path, accumulate good karma, help you towards your enlightenment. And to know that the karma, the good karma from you making this time for your learning won't be just ripened into something good for you, but actually will be put aside towards your enlightenment. Continue to grow. So you might have already felt it, but for me to just ask you how you feel right now. You're just checking in physically, head to toe. Are there any areas that you feel discomfort in? Tightness? Pain? Or maybe what we might take for granted if you are feeling really good in your body and you don't feel any discomfort. Know that is a good karma. Knowing how uncomfortable it does feel to have physical pain in the body. Just checking with your energy level. What is it right now? 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Where are you at right now? Emotionally, use 3 words to describe how you feel. Out of the 3, what do you feel the strongest, most intense? 10 being the most, 1 being the least. What number? And mentally, 10 being a very, very busy mind, 1 being a focused mind. How are you mentally? So let me just have you reflect back on what you just did prior to listening to this. The next few questions, I have you kind of sort through maybe three categories. It could be indifferent, feel neither good or bad, or feeling good, or the opposite, not feeling good. It could just be not feeling good in a minor way, or feeling good in doesn't have to be very intensely feeling good or bad. But see if you can, as I ask the next few questions and make the next few comments, for you to just check in. So prior to class, whatever happened, how did it feel for you? Think about the last thing you ate or drank prior to class. Would you consider that, was it a good karma? Did you enjoy it? Or you're indifferent to it, you're just eating because you had to, it just tasted okay. Maybe you didn't even taste it at all. You're doing something else as you're eating, drinking. Maybe it just didn't taste good at all today. Maybe in a minor way, maybe just a little off. It really didn't taste good, whatever you had. So let me ask if what happened earlier today, what you just ate, drank, whatever you felt, was it something that you had control of? I'll assume that you probably chose to do something, ate something, or drank something that you hoped would make you feel good. Maybe you did it because you were trying to, it didn't feel good, didn't taste good, because you were doing it for health reasons. But you could say you were still doing it to avoid being in more discomfort, avoiding more pain down the road. But I assume you were not trying to do something to purposely make yourself not feel good. This should be a proof, a remembering of emptiness. According to highest school of Buddhism, things you see, experience aren't really things that exist out there. That's what you feel comes from your past karma. So that the things that you may have enjoyed were things that you had helped others with, things you didn't, things that you did to others. So I know when I had shared before that when I came to classes often, I remember having the not good karma to feel like I didn't want to go. I could be doing something else. It wasn't, though I intellectually knew I wanted to go or wanted to finish the course, often I wouldn't feel like it. Though I often, I'd say I didn't skip any. I went because I often felt better by the end of class. And this often happened. So I'm going to share, as I say, what happened earlier this week. A true story, actually. And what I want you to notice is how you feel after each statement of this story. That your mind will maybe sometimes take you away from feeling, especially as I will preface and prepare you that it may not feel so good when you hear some of these statements. And it's our kind of nature to not want to feel bad. So some of us will go into our head and start thinking of questions and thinking about it, trying to figure it out. Some of us look at our screen so we don't feel what we don't want to feel. We're probably not going to be having a drink, taking some intoxicant, right? But others do. So anyway, the main intention is for you to treat this like a meditation. And after each statement, just to notice what feeling comes up. It could be a good feeling that you liked. It could be, again, an indifferent one, neither good or bad, or one that you don't like. And if you don't feel anything, or you don't know which of the three, just press pause, close your eyes, and see if you can really feel before you continue with hearing the next statement. Extend out your legs if you need to. I'll suggest you keep your eyes closed. It makes it easier to feel, so you're not looking at something. And so the first statement is, this week, one of Susan's nieces passed away. Earlier this week, one of Susan's nieces passed away. What feeling comes up for you? What would you rank it under the three headings? Second statement, she was only 2 years old, and she was pronounced dead at the hospital after she was taken there because she was strangled. Her niece was only 2, was formally pronounced dead when she was taken to the hospital. announced in the news this week that she was strangled. How do you feel? What category is that feeling? Third statement. Her mother was arrested at the same time her mother was arrested as she strangled her daughter. A 2-year-old's daughter, 2-year-old's mother strangled her. Did that make you feel? And which category? Is that feeling? Fourth statement. We learned the mother was admitted in the hospital about 3 months ago for 2 weeks. For some unspecified mental reason. But had been hospitalized for 2 weeks for some mental condition that she needed help with. How do you feel now? What category again? Based on these 4 statements, I'm pretty sure you don't feel good. But is there anything that you can tell yourself that might make you feel better about this situation? Obviously, you may not know, none of us know every detail of this situation. You might have some questions, but from just what I told you, is there anything you can tell yourself that might make you feel better? If this is too upsetting, feel free to pause this and take some more time. Then a few other questions. What are your beliefs on death? What do you think has happened to the daughter now that she's died? into modern science, what do